Hi, this is Julie Becker, and today's talk is about how to start an online business. This is a question that is in the forefront of a lot of people's minds. Actually, people are looking to make extra money online, and starting up an online business is something that appeals to people, or the idea of it appeals to people. They don't necessarily know what's entailed. So I'm going to give you some tips today. I'm going to tell you what is involved in starting up your own online business. So let's get started here. Now, you see a lot of people talking on videos and they're in front of their whiteboard, but I like to do things different, okay? I like to do things different. So I have my little grease board here, and I did a little mobile one so I could just talk to you sitting here right in front of my computer instead of standing all up, and that's a little too stuffy for me. So listen, the first thing that you have to do when you are trying to or want to start up an online business and figure out how to start up an online business, the first thing you need to do is you need to find a need and fill it. It really is as simple as that. You're looking for a particular niche of people that you want to get in front of, and you want to find out what their pain points are. What do they need? And then what can you offer them to fill that need? That is the absolute first thing that you need to do when figuring out how to start up an online business. The second thing that you need to do is that you need to write copy that sells. Write copy that sells. What does that mean? Well, you have different things that you can put on your website. You have emails that you can send out. You have things that you can put out on Facebook, other type of things. You want to have headlines that create interest. Something is going to be interesting for your target, and you're going to want to describe a problem that they have, and what your product that you have, how that solves that problem. That is something that's going to engage them. You always want to think about that. Establish yourself as a credibility. Talk about what you do, how long you've been doing it, and why you can help them solve their problem. And another good thing that you need to do in here when you're writing copy, another thing that's really important, when you're going to make an offer, but you cannot forget your call to action. In good copy, there's a flow. You create your interesting headline, you engage the user, you talk about their problem and the product that you have that's available to solve it. If possible, use testimonials. And you're going to make an offer. You're going to make an offer. You always have an offer for people. That's why you're contacting them, because you defined their interest in the first step and finding their problem and finding a solution to it. So you're going to make an offer. You have a product to offer them. Create some urgency and ask for the sale. Your call to action. Don't forget to do that. Okay, those are the first two steps in learning how to start up an online business. The third step here is get an easy-to-use website. An easy-to-use website. That means it's easy to navigate. It's easy for people to get around. You want to have something that's easy for people to understand. One thing I will say is make sure that your website is mobile ready. A lot of people are using mobile devices today, and you want to make sure that they can pull that up on their mobile phone. So just a little quick tip there. So design and build a website that is easy to navigate and very well built. Okay, the fourth step in here is to drive traffic. What does that mean? Some people don't know what traffic is. Some people do. Traffic is eyeballs on your content. You want people to see your fabulous proposal, your excellent copy, your website, so you have got to drive traffic. You can do this organically through search engines by getting your content to rank in search engines, or you can do this with PPC or pay-per-click advertising, and there's many strategies that you can use to implement that. So that is the fourth thing you want to do in starting up your online business. The fifth thing that we want to do is you want to brand yourself. Brand yourself. This means, who are you? What are you about? What is the message that you want to deliver to people? Your face and your name are presumably going to be all over this content, and you need to brand yourself. You want to pick a niche and stay within it so that people can know what to associate, the pictures and the content that they see that you put out there, that you want them to associate with you. So think about how you want to brand yourself. You get creative with this. This is fun. So again, brand yourself. The sixth thing that you want to do is email marketing. You want to learn email marketing. This is called following up with your customers. Okay, you want to do this. This is what we refer to in the online industry as building your list. Now, when you build that excellent website that we talked about in point number 4 there, you want to make sure that you put a form on your excellent website that captures people's email addresses, offer something of value to people, like an ebook or something that they'll find valuable, your target audience, in exchange for their email address. You want to build that email list because you're sending out emails periodically to people so that you can build a relationship with them. That's really important in the online world because people like a chance to get to know, like, and trust you just like they do outside of the internet, and email marketing allows you to do that. Okay, the next step in how to start your online business is back end with upselling. Back end with upselling. What does that mean? Well, when somebody purchases a product from you, you want to make sure when you follow up with people to send them offers to relevant tools or products that may help them in addition to what they already purchased. Okay, you want to be able to follow up, and that's not being pesky. That's considering things that they need. People need things, and you need to follow up with them and upsell them. And it's not really upselling if you're tying it into what the person has already told you that they need and what they're already using. That's called providing value to people. So those are the 7 steps in how to start an online business. Find the need and fill it, write copy that sells, create an easy-to-use website, drive traffic to it, brand yourself as whatever type of expert in the niche that you are, follow up with email marketing to establish your relationships with your customer, and back-end upselling with the products that you offer. One thing with me, and this might be overwhelming to you if you're not sure exactly what all this means, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, that is a lot of stuff to learn. Where in the world do I start? Well, listen, I'm like that too. I'm very systematic, and I like to find systems that help me to accomplish these types of things. And I actually am involved in an online business where there's a huge niche. They've found a huge niche, and they have a huge need that needs to be filled. It's just a huge niche. They provide me copy that sells. They have provided me with an easy-to-use website that's so easy to post content on. It's a high authority, very simple, easy to use, and easy to navigate. It's awesome. They actually provide me, my team provides traffic. They teach you how to drive your own traffic, but they will provide you very highly targeted traffic that you can purchase also. Okay, now branding yourself, this is where I get to be creative. I get to brand myself however I want, and nobody should do that for you. You should do that for yourself because only you know what you're about. Okay, number 6, they provide auto messages and an autoresponder. Now you can also send your own messages, but they provide done for you email marketing. All you need to do is get a set autoresponder, that's what they're called, set it up, and they'll provide you with emails to send out to your clients. And back-end upselling, we do have that available also. So listen, the reason why I point that out to people is because you're here, you want to know how to start up an online business. Now, if you already have something in mind, that's cool. That's great. These are the 7 steps that you need to follow. If you don't have something and you just want to get online, please go ahead and read the description of the blog post below and see the business that I am talking about here that provides you with all these different they provide you with 6 of the steps because, you are only you, and we don't want to brand you. You want to brand you, but provide 6 of those steps for you to help you to start up your online business and get going. So again, do check that information out if you are so interested. I hope you enjoyed this information. I hope you enjoyed the way I presented it. Just a little bit different from standing up at the whiteboard with my little marker. Nothing against that, but you know, it's fun to shake it up a little bit and do something fun because I am a serious marketer, but I like to have fun. This is Julie Becker. Hope you enjoyed learning how to start an online business.